confluence of ideas, inquiry and inspiration. I warmly acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Mahotsav, eminent scientists and visionaries such as Dr. Anil Kapotkar. Sir, I am truly inspired and very glad to meet you on this occasion. And Dr. Kiran Kumar, respected members of the advisory committee led by Shri Jose Manuel Norona, Dr. Sunil Kumar Singh, and all the distinguished scientists, educators, researchers and young participants joining us both physically as well as virtually in different locations in the state of Goa. This Mahotsav is much more than just an annual event, but it is also a living tribute to late Shri Manohar Parrikar, a leader who firmly believed that scientific temper is the backbone of good governance and national progress. May I also remind all the young minds here that the Constitution of India also prescribes cultivating scientific temper as a fundamental duty of every single person. Therefore, dear students, in this rapidly transforming world, science and technology should no longer be restricted to laboratories, but they should be brought out to shape how we manage our world, address pressing issues such as healthcare, climate change, education, and poverty. As the Department of Science and Technology and Waste Management, we view innovation as a powerful enabler for sustainable development, particularly in areas such as environmental protection, waste management, clean technologies, and circular economy solutions. Events like this, Mahotsav, play a crucial role in bridging the gap between knowledge and application. They provide young minds an opportunity to interact with stalwarts, ask questions, challenge assumptions, and dream fearlessly. Such exposure is essential if we wish to nurture future scientists, innovators, and problem solvers who can address real-world challenges with creativity and responsibility. The government of Goa remains committed to creating an ecosystem that supports research, encourages innovation, and promotes scientific thinking at every level, from schools and colleges to research institutions and startups. Our vision is to make Goa not only a beautiful state, but also a knowledge-driven state and an innovation-led state. I urge the students and young participants to make the most of this Mahotsav, listen closely, engage actively, and let curiosity be your guide. Science begins with asking the right questions, and platforms like this will empower you to do that. Before I conclude, I want to congratulate Dr. Sai Gautam, who is the Manohar Parrikar Young Scientist Awardee for this year. And I'm extremely pleased to realize just now that we both were from the same college. In fact, we both lived in the same hostel. And he is just 1 year junior to me at IIT Madras. So it's an extremely pleasant feeling to see my own college mate, hostel mate, to be on this dais receiving this award, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm sure the entire alma mater is proud of you. And I extend my sincere gratitude to all speakers, organizers, institutions and partners who have contributed to making this event possible. Thank you, and I wish you all an enriching and inspiring Mahotsav. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful address. As we all know, this Vidnyan Mahotsav reflects Parrikarji's vision to ignite curiosity, to encourage questioning, and to inspire young minds to think beyond textbooks. We are proud to have amongst us, son of the soil, former Chairman, Atomic Energy Commission, Govant Vibhushan, Dr. Anil Kapotkar. May I request him, sir, to deliver his inspiring address. Dr. Anil Kapotkar.
Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Mahotsav, Chairman Advisory Committee that has been organizing these Vidnyan Mahotsav, Shri Jose Manuel my dear friend, former chairman of ISRO, Dr. Prudent, director of the institute where we are meeting, National Institute of Oceanography, Dr. Sunil Singh, Shri Abhishek, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Goa, and Dr. Konkani, Dr. Shri Abhishek, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Goa, and Dr. Konkani, Dr. Sai Gautam Gopalakrishnan, whom we are decorating with the Manohar Parrikar Yuva Scientist Award, distinguished invitees to this program, not only here, but in all other venues throughout Goa. Dear students who are assembled here in large numbers to be a part of this Vidnyan Mahotsav, ladies and gentlemen. We are all here to remember, respect and celebrate Shri Manohar Parrikar, a very distinguished son of soil, very distinguished chief minister and a very distinguished central minister who has made very many very significant contributions, particularly in the domain of defense. Actually, I remember long time back when I met him, and he was here as chief minister, and he described in just few sentences the mission. He says Goa is number one, and that of course is true if you open among, in terms of all parameters. Goa is very high compared to any other state in the country. And then he says Goa is small. I know almost every segment, every activity that's going on in Goa. And of course, he has his own background as an IIT and technocrat. So he had everything on his fingertips. And so his vision, he was very eager to put that vision into practice. Clearly, science and young people, these two, as I see it, were the key pillars of that vision. Think about this. We say India's economy is growing. And, engineers who are used to do root cause analysis. There are several factors. But then you go deeper and say, this depends on that. So what is the root cause? What is the fundamental driver? And you will find it is the young people. What is the fundamental thing that empowers young people? Today we are in knowledge era, and the key factor is knowledge, new knowledge. And within that, if you go even deeper, it is the knowledge about science, because that's what allows you to do new things. That's what allows you to do new technologies. That's what makes a country different, better, bigger, more impactful than any other country. And so this Vidnyan Mahotsav, which has been happening in Goa we are in the 7th edition now, is a very important feature of Goa's development and Goa's future, in my view. because it inspires young people. It inspires young people into doing science, and it inspires young people to moving forward in science. In so doing, you have a connect between the young and not so young, and also between the young and the old. And this Mahotsav is a kind of networking, interaction, and inspiration among all of them. And it's not that only old people inspire young. I must tell you, even young people inspire old. So it's a kind of a mutual event with a lot of synergy. I must thank Government of Goa for this opportunity to be the chairman of the selection committee for identifying the awardees, the Manohar Parrikar Young Scientist Awardee, which is an important element of this Mahotsav, which was introduced thanks to vision of Dr. Pramod Sawant. And I must say, this again is a very distinctive feature, both among the states and also nationally. And it's in one way it's a competition. We try to identify the best. And in another way, it's an inspiration, because the awardees are here, even other, not just the awardee, but some of those who have been very close, they are also here in this festival. And they are also going to talk to all of you. So, I was mentioning yesterday one of the Nobel laureates, David Gauss, once in a conversation he was telling that he was invited, he comes to India quite often, so he used to come. So, and then one of the features of his visit to India would be to talk to students. So, conversation in that context, he says, yes, you call a Nobel laureate, people get inspired, young people get inspired. But that inspiration is there for a while and it evaporates. Because there is a huge gap between young students and a Nobel laureate. But if you organize lectures by somebody who is, let us say, doing a PhD or just finished PhD, and his or her talking to young students, many of you would recognize that, oh, he or she is of the same age as my younger or older brother or sister. So, if he can do, I can also achieve the same thing. And that inspiration value is much more impacting. That inspiration has much more value. This is what he said. And I feel that's very true. And this is exactly what is attempted to be achieved as a part of this Mahotsav. A few words about the selection process. The process is, of course, it's an all-India process. We publicize the scheme very widely. You get nominations from across the country and also from abroad. But the condition is we want somebody who has decided that he or she would continue research work in India. And Then, of course, there is a process of shortlisting on the basis of their track record, the nominees' track record. The shortlisted individuals, we actually talk to them and talk to them extensively. So depending on the number, it's a process that goes on for, I think most often it has been gone on for 2 days. And you would find that these are individuals who have not only made significant forays into advancement of science and technology, but also have created actual impact which has made the difference. Difference to advancement of science, difference to in terms of new technology, difference in terms of application of that technology. I will close by just pointing out that when we talk about doing good science, in my view, there are 3 things that we need to keep in mind. Number 1, there has to be very high excellence. So when we do science, it should be comparable to best anywhere in the world. It should be impact making at that level, and it should lead to new things which others have not done till that time, both in new knowledge as well as new technologies. And that is what makes a country great. The second aspect, which is also equally important in my view, is that we should be able to understand the core problems in front of our country, India. And we should be able to resolve them through application of science and technology. So there is this India-specific, India's development-oriented contribution of science and technology, because that is what will propel our country faster. And the third, we should also recognize that while India is advancing, or for that matter, it is true with all countries, as countries advance, as countries' economic progress moves forward, so does the disparity. And disparity is an element which causes instability over a period of time. So we must have development models of progress in a manner where as a whole the country advances, economy goes forward, but we don't allow disparity to increase. Disparity has to be kept in check. So you need applications where you create a bridge that eliminates the divide between the haves and have-nots, between the rich and poor, between people who can access and people who have difficulty in accessing knowledge, facilities, whatever. And one good way, in my view, of doing that is to pay attention to our villages. You do things in villages, and in a knowledge era, you always say you work from office or work from home, it's the same thing. So according to me, you work in a city or work in a village, it's the same thing, and you can achieve as good a work, as good a contribution to development, as good a contribution to economy by working in villages. And I don't have to tell you, but Sridhar Vembu, the chief of Zoho Corporation, who moved his headquarters, global headquarters, from United States to Tenkasi in Tamil Nadu, is a great example of ability to do that. And that, in my view, is a great way of minimizing the disparity, which is equally important. So these are the 3, directions in which we should focus science and technology and its applications. So, in the end, let me use this occasion to congratulate Dr. Sai Gautam Gopalakrishnan, whom we are going to recognize shortly, and wish all of you, all young students present in this hall and also in other venues, all the best in your future careers. Again, whether you decide to move in the area of science or in any other areas that is more interesting to you according to your aptitude. But as that film just said, I think today the current era is something that science has to be a part of your life. Whatever you are doing, whether you are doing fintech, whether you are doing social service, whether you are doing sports, there is science everywhere. So make science a part of your life and think about how to leverage that to take the country forward. I wish all of you all the best in that effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kakodkar, for these inspiring words. It is truly said that science progresses not only because of great institutions, but because of young minds that dare to think differently. Today, Government of Goa is proud to recognize such brilliance through Manohar Parrikar Young Scientist Award, an honor that celebrates curiosity, creativity, and commitment to innovation. May we please give a huge round of applause to Dr. Sai Gautam Gopalakrishnan. And as I invite the awardee on stage, can we have chair for Dr. Sai, please? Doctor, please come on stage. Let's remember that we are not just giving a trophy or a certificate. We are recognizing a spark that has potential to light many lamps of knowledge. Dr. Sai, please take seat. Dr. Sai Gautam Gopalakrishnan is an early tenured associate professor of materials engineering at the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, where he leads a research group in computational materials science and materials informatics. He has made seminal contributions in discovery, design, and optimization of materials. Dual degree BTech and MTech in metallurgical and materials engineering at IIT Madras. PhD in materials science and engineering at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He joined Indian Institute of Science as an assistant professor in 2020. He's been recognized as Young Engineer, Young Associate, Academy by National Academy of Engineering, Rising Star by American Chemical Society, Early Career Scholar by Materials Research Society, Emerging Investigator by Royal Society of Chemistry, Young Metallurgist by Ministry of Steel, Government of India, Young Battery Researcher by IMESD, recipient of Professor Preeti Shankar Teaching Award. Department of Science, Technology and Waste Management, Government of Goa is pleased to confer on him the Manohar Parrikar Yuva Scientist Award for 2025. Congratulations, Dr. Sai, on behalf of all the people from Goa. Thank you so much. Requesting dignitaries to please take seats. Dr. Sai, please take seat in the auditorium. And may I now request Dr. Sunil Singh, Director, CSIR NIO, to deliver his address.
Good morning, everybody. Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Samantji, eminent keynote speakers, Dr. Anil Kakodkar ji, Dr. S. Kiran Kumar ji, Dr. Sai Gautam Gopalakrishna, awardee of Manohar Parrikar Young Scientist Award 2025, Chairman of the Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav Sri Jose Manuel Narona ji, Distinguished Secretary of Science and Technology and Waste Management, Sri Abhishek ji, the Director, Sri Harish ji, respected scientists, technocrats, faculty members, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all to the 7th edition of Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav. The annual festival is a heartfelt tribute to the birth centenary and lasting legacy of Sri Manohar Parrikar ji, a visionary leader, an IT graduate, and a true scientific mind. I remember India was celebrating the Nobel laureate meet in 2016, the first meet. And it was decided to have this Nobel laureate meet in every year in different part of the country. And the second Nobel laureate meet was organized at Goa. And that time Chief Minister Parrikar ji was there. And in that meeting he announced that why 1 year? We are going to have every year the Nobel laureate meet. And unfortunately, after that, actually, his demise created a great vacuum. But then everybody in Goa government agreed to start this annual meet. So since then, 2019, you have seen every year we are having this meet. In many of the scientists from India or abroad or Nobel laureate, they are participating and delivering lecture, instigating the new minds, young minds for doing the science. In form of a festival, because you know whenever we are doing some festival, it connects to the people, and that's why this festival, event has been named as a festival. When we are talking about Viksit Bharat, developed India, or Atmanirbhar Bharat by the 2047, you see, when we are talking about 35 trillion economy, it will not just be attained just by acquiring the wealth. We have to have the knowledge creation. And knowledge creation can only happen when young minds are involved with the doing science, doing the research, and all those things. We need a knowledge-based economy. We need a knowledge-based development. And for that, actually, this type of thing is very, very important. Today, if you see in country, higher education, today almost more than 4 crore people are enrolled. Out of that, at PG degree level, about 55 lakh people are there. Only 8 lakh people are doing science in post-graduation. Out of that, only 42,000 people are getting registered. Students are getting registered for PhD. And at the end of the PhD degree, only 10,000, roughly 10,000 people are getting PhD degree. A country with 1.4 million people, the knowledge creation where it is happening, the PhD degree, we are only having 10,000 PhD every year. If you compare the same thing with the US, they are having 4 times higher with 1/4 of the population. So you can imagine how we are lagging behind. Just this is to give you the impression how we are doing. I'm not saying we are doing bad. We are doing quite well. If you see the number of publication, 3 lakh it is touching per year. We are ranking number 3 in the world after China and US. But the disparity is very long. You see that China is publishing 10 lakhs, US is publishing 7 lakhs. We are roughly 2.8, 2.9 lakhs. Not only that, when you are talking about numbers, the quality, I think comparison is very, very difficult. So still, I think when you are talking about knowledge creation in terms of publication and all, we are doing good. But when you are talking about the conversion of this knowledge to the technology, to the innovations, we are not doing at all good. And when we are thinking of Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India, I think it is very much required to have both the knowledge creation and technology development. And I think our young minds have to play a big role. And I think this type of festival has to organize, and anyway it is being, but at different locations, many places, which will keep this state, not only this state, but the entire country will take in very different the level. So for that purpose, I think I'm very happy that this is continuing. We are very much happy that we are part of that. So thank you very much at this participating in this festival. I'm very happy that a lot of people are getting enthusiastic participation. So at the end, I think I wish you all a very happy listening of the different lectures. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. As a chief guest of today's function, we have with us Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Ji Sawant. A true disciple, a humble disciple of late Sri Manohar Parrikar Ji, walking on his footsteps and adding his own vision, his own spirit, his innovation and his creativity. The dreams which he has seen for Goa, the development which he has planned for Goa, and aspirations that he has for every Goan, be it a child, a youth, or a senior citizen. As he often says, development should reach till the last person, and striving to achieve that dream day in and day out. We are pleased to have with us dynamic, dashing, dedicated, and disciplined Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Ji Sawant. Kindly guide us on this very special occasion with your inspiring thoughts. Dr. Pramod Ji Sawant.
For the 7th Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav 2025, amongst us the former chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission of India, Dr. Anil Kakodkar, Dr. Kiran Kumar, the former chairman of the ISRO, chairman of Advisory Committee of the Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav, Sri Jose Manuel Narona, Secretary for the Science and Technology Waste Management, Sri Parimal Abhishek, Director CSIR National Institute of Oceanography, Sunil Singh, and the awardee of the Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav, Dr. Sai Gautam Gopal Krishnan. Eminent scientists and distinguished speakers, they are engaging with the students across the state today. म्हणजे समेस्त गोंयकार आनी गोंयच्या साबार तरणाट्यांक येवकार. आमी पळयता की गोंय हें अशें राज्य आसतलें ज्या जाग्याचेर 19 सायंटिस्ट 18 जाग्याचेर एट अ टायम एकाच दिसा इतक्या मोठ्या प्रमाणात आमी मनोहर पर्रीकर विज्ञान महोत्सव सेलिब्रेट करता. ही संद तुमकां बाकी खंयच्याच राज्यांत अशा पद्दतीत पळोवपाक मेळची ना. म्हाका सांगता आसतनाय बी खूब खोस भोगता मनोहर पर्रीकर हांच्या यादीत सुरू केल्लो हो मनोहर पर्रीकर विज्ञान महोत्सव गोंय राज्या खातीर तितकोच खाशेलो आसा. आनी म्हाका दिसता गोंयच्या प्रत्येक तरणाट्यान हाचो फायदो घेवचो. आनी म्हणून तर हांव दर ह्या कार्यक्रमाक फाटलीं 7 वर्सां न चुकता हांवूय प्रेजेंट रावता आनी गोंयच्या म्हज्या साबार तरणाट्याक सांगता की मुद्दामून आमी सगळ्या जाणांनी हो कार्यक्रम पळोवचो. हाच्याच बरोबर म्हाका सांगता आसतना खूब खोस भोगता डॉक्टर अनिल काकोडकर हांच्या बरोबर हांव आतांच डिस्कशन्स करतालो. गोंय हें एकमेव राज्य अशें राज्य आसा ह्या बारकुल्या राज्यांत आमी जर पळोवंक वचत जाल्यार आमच्या खातीर सायंटिफीक नॉलेज दिवपी इतक्या मोठ्या प्रमाणाची इन्स्टिट्यूशन्स हांगासर एवेलेबल आसात. घडये कदाचित तुमी बरीचशी इन्स्टिट्यूशन्स आजून पळोवंकूय ना आसतली. पोलार इन्स्टिट्यूट सायन्स एट वास्को, द नॅशनल इन्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ द ओशनोग्राफी ज्या इन्स्टिट्यूशनांत आमी आज बसल्या, ICR एट ओल्ड गोवा, आयुष इन्स्टिट्यूट एट धारगळ, एट नॅशनल फॉरेन्सिक सायन्स एट प्रेजेंट एट कुट्टी, IIT campus at Famakudi, NIT campus at Kunkalim, National Water Sports Institute in Donapaul, GIM Institute in Sakli, BITS Pilani at Verna, हाज्या भायर नवीन इन्स्टिट्यूट सुरू जावपी MIT Institute in Thivi and Parul Institute in the Kepe and Ganpat University which is establishing for the coming years for the marine science. इतक्यो सगळ्यो इन्स्टिट्यूट गोंया सारकेल्या ह्या धाकल्याशा राज्यांत आमी हाचो बेनिफिट्स म्हाका दिसता आमी सगळ्यांनी घेवपाक जाय. आमचे फ्युचरिस्टीक जे सायंटिस्ट जावपाचे आसा तांच्यांनी घेवपाक जाय. म्हणून तर अशा पद्दतीचे इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर, अशा पद्दतीच्यो डिफरंट इन्स्टिट्यूट्स Thanks for the Government of India, thanks for the Honorable Prime Minister नरेंद्र मोदी जी, ज्यांच्या ह्या कार्यकाळात आमी ह्यो उरलेल्यो 4-5 इन्स्टिट्यूट्स हांगासर एस्टाब्लिश करपाक शकले. Honorable Prime Minister's vision is always about the विकसित भारत 2047 हे साकार करता आसतना ते सातत्यात इनोव्हेशन, टेक्नॉलॉजी, रिसर्च ह्या सेक्टराचेर सातत्यात उलयता आनी म्हणून तर तांच्यांनी सुरू केल्लो माय भारत हो पोर्टल. माय भारत ह्या पोर्टलाचेर जर तुमी वचून पळयशात जाल्यार म्हाका दिसता की डिफरंट ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज वीच इज अवेलेबल फॉर द यंग मायंड्स आनी तांच्या खातीर ह्यो ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज तुमी सगळ्या जाणांनी ग्रॅब करच्यो अश्यो म्हाका दिसता. हाच्या खासा सुवाळ्याचेर उलोवपा खातीर हांव मुद्दामून द सायन्स टुडे शेप्स ऑलमोस्ट द एवरी पार्ट ऑफ अवर लायफ्स, फ्रॉम हाव वी अंडरस्टँड नेचर टू हाव वी डिझायन सोल्युशन फॉर सोसायटी. The platforms like Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav reminds us that the science not limited to textbook or laboratories. It begins with a curiosity and grows through questioning. Goa has contributed meaningful to India's scientific journey. We recall with the pride Gomanta Bhushan, who's amongst us Dr. Anil Kakodkar, whose leadership strengthened the India's capability in the strategic and energy-related technology. He's also remember Dr. Raghunath Ananta Mashilkar, whose work connected the research and industry and the public purpose. Dr. Damodar Dharmananda Kosambi, and whose analytical approach reshaped thinking across the disciplines. Their journey shows how scientific thinking can influence the society, the far beyond the academic boundaries. To encourage the research and original thinkings amongst the young scientists, the Manohar Parrikar Yuva Scientist Award, carrying the cash prize of ₹5 lakhs, has been instituted. This award has been effective to value innovations and scientific excellence and to motivate the young researcher to pursue the rigorous and meaningful work. This year, we are honored to have the Dr. Sai Gautam Gopal Krishnan, the Associate Professor of the Indian Institute of the Science, Bengaluru, as the recipient of the Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Award 2025. Once again, congratulations to you. His work in the material science represents the focused research with the real-world relevance. The scale of this year's Manohar Parrikar Mahotsav is encouraging. The 19 prominent scientists and engaging with the students across the 18 venues throughout Goa. Around 4,500 students are participating, interacting with the ideas across the fundamental science, engineering, the life science, environmental studies, data science, artificial intelligence, health science, and emerging the interdisciplinary areas. One of the most valuable aspects of the Mahotsav is direct interactions. When the students listen to the scientists speak about their journey, the challenges faced, the experiment attempted, and the lesson learned since becoming the relatable. Such conversations often spark new interest and help the students to see the research as an evolving the pursuits rather than fixed destinations. To the students present here today, I would like to say that the science move forward because of the some choose to ask the more questions. Do not hesitate to explore to face the uncertainty. The every efforts contributes to learning. The teachers and mentors, they play an important role in shaping the journey. By encouraging the critical thinking and experimentations, the educators helps the transforming the curiosity into capability. I extend my appreciation to all the teachers and who continue to guide the students towards the thoughtful and responsible inquiry. I also commend the Department of the Science and Technology and the Waste Management, and along with all the partners of the institutions for organizing this Mahotsav across the multiple venues and dedications of careful coordinations. Such initiatives will help us to ensure the scientific learning remaining accessible and engaging. As the Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav continues to grow to bring the forth an important idea that science belongs to everyone. When the knowledge is shared openly, discussed freely, it shapes to important citizen. I hope the 7th edition ignites the curiosity, encouraging the learning and inspire the students to pursue the experience in the chosen field. I wish this Mahotsav every success and adopts to leave the lasting impressions for all who participates. Once again, my best wishes for all of you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir, for these words of inspiration, enlightenment, and motivation. Thank you so much. May I request Sir Narona to present mementos to all the dignitaries on the days as a mark of respect and gratitude. Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Savanji. So thank you so much for gracing the occasion. Dr. Anil Kakodkar. Dr. Kiran Kumar. Shri Pravimal Abhishek. Dr. Sunil Singh. Shri Harish Adkonkar. For all the hard work. Thank you so much. And may I request Honorable Chief Minister to present memento to Sir Jose Manuel Noronha. We sincerely appreciate your tireless efforts, meticulous planning, and unwavering commitment. Thank you so much, sir. I now request Director, Science and Technology and Waste Management, Shri Harish Adkonkar, to propose words of thanks.
Good morning, all. On the occasion of 7th edition of Manohar Parrikar Vidnyan Mahotsav 2025, I would like to thank Dr. Pramod Savan, Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Anil Kakodkar, former Chairman, Atomic Energy Commission of India, Shri Jose Manuel Noronha, former Chairman, Goa Public Service Commission and Chairman, Advisory Committee, Dr. Kiran Kumar, former Chairman, ISRO, Dr. Sunil Singh, Director, National Institute of Oceanography, for being the host of this function, our Secretary, Shri Parimal Abhishek, IAS, Secretary, Science and Technology and Waste Management, for his support, all the speakers at all at various venues, the team GWMC and Department of Science and Technology and Waste Management, all our advisory boards, technical partners, supporting partners, all educational institutions who have been kind enough to ensure that the students are present for this Mahotsav, all the students who are present here today and who have been connected through YouTube and Facebook, press, the digital media, and each and everyone present for this function. A warm thank you to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Harish sir. Here we end our inaugural session. It is really good that we started right on time and we ended the inaugural session right on time, see 10:30. Thank you so much. I request all the dignitaries to take your seats in the auditorium for next technical session. Thank you, sir.